At this point, in my opinion, black people, you kind of messed up. We doing a good thing by waking up this new voice of black media. Welcome to my channel. This is King Hart. This is Harper Hart. Subscribe, please subscribe. I need more subscribers. But in my assessment, you kind of messed up black society. I mean, I'm gonna talk to the grassroots, but I want to also talk to the people who coming on and that's new. And somebody may say, "Hey, look at this channel. Listen to what he's saying." You guys who voted Democrat, you did a mess up. You messed up. You actually messed up in areas where you don't even know you messed up. And we didn't necessarily need to be Republican either. No, we didn't. But we would have probably done a lot better. And I'm going to explain why I say that. First of all, immigration is taking your jobs. They're taking your money. You're just in here giving immigration money. Black people, you're not tax exempt. You don't know nothing about inheritance, nothing about claiming a litigation to a society according to suffering. You don't know nothing about that because it was taken away. It was taken away from you. All the ideology, all the idea was taken from you. So you don't understand. And we were trying to teach you, but you've been largely effective in their agenda going against yourselves. You have been largely effective in that space. They got black folks you position where they can just sit back and watch you fight each other. Like those who we trying to wake up and tell, look, just trying to get some political astuteness and, kind of sharpen yourself and wake up and get around to what you need to be doing. Basically, you guys are fighting us and they don't even have to do the job. But some of you are waking up, but you don't want to. It's filled with escapism. And our politicians that's supposed to be representing us, they represent other groups. They don't even realize. Well, how can you represent other groups when black people are in dire situation? And you're supposed to be there solely for them. How you gonna represent somebody at the border, a border crisis and illegal immigration, and that ain't got nothing to do with you and your people. People coming here for a better life ain't got nothing to do with who you are in terms of legacy. Not a damn thing. It ain't got nothing to do with that. And this is what I think a lot of people don't understand. When it comes down to black empowerment, you don't understand that. So how in the world? I don't understand. Well, I do. But what do you think you're going to get? I mean, our politicians are fighting for the people. There was somebody who went to see Jim James Clyburn. I've been following him and seeing the stuff he's doing. It's shameful. And they was the new voices of black media who've been paying attention to astute people who were out there passing out flyers about what we're doing. We're trying to get correction in the country and correction in the community, in our government, as a free moral agent, as someone who's respected, not respected, but as someone who has a debt and a claim, legitimate claim, among what people are getting all around you who are freshly stepping off the boat or by your politicians. So we're at our politicians' throat. We're at their faces. We're doing due diligence. We're giving them, and they calling the police. Black women out there trying to fight people because they don't understand they've been tricked. There are two black women trying to fight young men because they're saying reparations, and black women saying, you're messing up the fun for us. The fun is watching your people getting killed. Is that fun? Us without reparations, that's what you're doing. You're watching folks get murdered. We're being murdered by the pen, murdered by starvation, murdered by no protection. And you saying you having fun? Black women was out there. There were some women out there that were black women, and they were out there going against these young men who were talking about reparations. Reparations is supposed to be talked about now, not later. This is something we can get. But you guys out there tomorrow, because what? You want a piece of fish? You out there letting immigrants talk about their story, call themselves dreamers. When Dr. King had the first dream, you call themselves dreamers and giving them tax dollars for the border crisis. All these people own businesses and black folks homeless in California and Atlanta, everywhere, trying to get a hotel, and you're paying the East Indians for that. This is ridiculous. You don't even know who you are right now. And you think you're something. So a lot of y'all wondering here think you got dignity carrying your purse, or some of you men are stepping fetching, running around here supporting these people, talking about we don't know what we talking about, while other people are benefiting, laughing at your butt. You walking up in their dollar stores in Detroit, walking all up in the Arab stores, buying stuff, and they up in there laughing at you because they got protection and capital in your community. While your community being starved, homelessness is at an all-time high. Houses and stuff are busted out because you don't have any protection, you don't have any loans, you don't have anything that mandates that you're in trouble and that you're important, and American liberty belongs to you at a form in terms of reinforming you, in terms of correcting you, reforming your state, reforming your dire state by being plundered by America with documents and invoices. America alone has plundered you. Its ideology, its laws which deny you and have mandated you in dire state, have plundered you. You were deemed to be nothing here but a wealth product, not to receive anything. And now they're continuing it on by getting your vote and giving your prizes, your political capital to someone else while you do the work. As black people, thank you, black people, for saving the country. But as soon as he got in, you're going to have to get along with Mexicans. You need to tell you what to do. Like he talking to kids. Like he not talking to grown people with black folks. We got children. We're not no damn kids. You don't talk to black folks like you talking to children. We grown people that deserve storefront and correction and rehabilitation. We're grown people who deserve good housing, who deserve to go on a trip, who deserve to be global. I should be a white man with a yacht. And if you're a female, you should be a white woman with a cat. By now, we ain't even supposed to be working in this country. According to what all we've been through in this country and who we are in this country, we are the epitome of America. Most of us got some white blood in us and some native blood in us because of slave and mixing and bedwinching. All these years, you don't even know who you are. And a lot of you think you're African. You're not no daggone African. You ain't no damn African. You may be an African panism, which you created yourself to be, but you're not no African. You may have an African descent. Everybody in the world got an African descent who came from that part of the region. Basically, except for the thing, we got the African descent in terms of a crucial exchange and in terms of it being a dominant gene in terms of what we are and who we being, and in terms of it being something connected to a legacy that is dire in the United States, and that's slavery and Negro. That's the connection we got to Africa, which is a very serious connection and a very dire connection. But it's not mean we African people. We have an African descent that is very strong, an African taste bud, an African language, kind of an African movement. And we are black people. We are a race. We have been created as a race. It's been 400 and some years. That's long enough, and even in biblical terms, to actually make a people. We need a title. We need to be corrected by the United States government. We need to stop mixing ourselves with anybody. Any black immigrants, we can love you because you're black people. We don't need to mix ourselves because we are a unique people, and we have been harmed in a unique way. This is our home. We built this place. We are connected to it. We can't go to Jamaica and say, "Oh, I'm a Jamaican." We can't go to Haiti and say, "Oh, I'm a Haitian." We can't go to Africa and say we're African either, because they won't let us. You get in the embassy, they will laugh at you. You go over there and they show you things like you're a black American. That's what you are. We are Americans, and America owe us. And it's all in the books. And until we get paid, we're still in slavery. We're the apparatus of the battery of wealth in this country. I say it all the time. And you out there, Jim Clyburn and them getting paid to put you in further demise. Stacey Abrams running around smiling. She not the epitome of good health like they would do politicians, running around smiling and stuff, talking about voters' rights. And black people getting shot down by the police and can't get no reparations. And Mexicans buying houses, refacing the houses with 3 or 4 trucks in the front yard, raising their kids to have a white person ideology on our property, on our land, getting money. East Indians, Chinese, turning up their nose at you while Stacey Abrams talking about some damn voters' rights and trying to get them talking about some. Last time when she was trying to, Stacey Abrams, who was running for governor in Georgia, she was talking about for the undocumented, which is those people. This is straight suicide. And those who fallen and given the power, I blame you. You're treasonous against black society, whether you're a family member or not. This is not about your feelings. This is about the reality of something, the reality of our state of being. This is what this is about. This ain't about your feelings. This is about the real reality. You're not a child. I can't come in there. You know how a child say, I don't want no shot. It hurt. But that shot is the only thing that don't keep them alive that the doctor giving them. That's what it's like. So when you telling us, we don't want to hear this, we don't want to think like this, it hurts. That's the only thing that's going to save your damn life. This is the only thing going to save your life is politics and understanding it. They trying to kill black people, us in this country, and starve us out. They are. And you have done that. You guys are not politically astute. You don't understand. And you need to pay attention. This is very, very, very real and very present in your everyday life. Black people going to jail, mass incarceration, ain't got no lawyer to fight. Whatever somebody say you did it. Because you black and you don't care. And it's a soft genocide on you. And you got your politicians running around trying to help immigration while they're having a soft genocide with you and harming you. You don't see nobody else going down like that. Don't stop with that term, black and brown. You don't see no brown people suffering. They celebrating in this country. They got housing. They own businesses, brown people. East Indians own businesses. Arabs own businesses. Latinos own businesses. Hispanics. They get all the jobs. Once they come in like a herd and then push you out and start speaking Spanish, all in American culture, all in our American business camaraderie, in our facilities, in our public facilities, which are owned by other groups. This is a real war, political. And we, as black people, got the blueprint to the country we built, and everything we did, they're patting themselves from it. All the fight we did during the civil rights, these people don't even know how to create a movement and legitimize a movement. Hell, they don't even have the right to do it. They're not citizens. We are. So how you gonna sit up there and support politicians that ain't crying out for you like this? You don't even know what's going on. You're a threat to yourself. This is straight suicide, and we're gonna stand up because I'm not ready to go off a bridge with you, and I'm not gonna ride in the passenger seat while you drive us both off a bridge. It's time for you to wake up and understand what is really happening in your society, black people. Slave descendants is what I mean. The check's supposed to be cut to us. We're supposed to be resharpening, and these banks are giving people loans over you. Jim Clyburn, Stacey Abrams, and all these people that are in office, we need to investigate and unpack our black politicians, slave descendants, and see they're getting paid and served while they're making laws and not abiding by the law in terms of us, while they're blatantly ignoring us, benign neglect. While they live in a nice house, 1 or 2 or 3 politicians, and the whole black community suffer. Not only just because you don't have money, you're in poverty, you're hurting yourself. Then you're getting killed and shot or harmed by the police, lied on, mass incarceration. So thank you for joining me.